What excuse did they give you? I mean, you've got a good relationship with many in the Labor government. They respect you. They think you're a strong advocate. Why wouldn't they listen? Or were they being told by the security agencies in Australia that it was not necessary to do that?
Well, they were saying it didn't fit the usual parameters for the listing of a terrorist organisation, and that's precisely why we said we were happy to amend the criminal law to make it fit. Because we've been hearing it from Persian Australians, we've been hearing it from Jewish Australians about how damaging the IRGC and how damaging Iran is. I mean, Jewish people have been targeted, Jewish leaders have been targeted by the Iranian regime in other Western democracies. Canada and the United States took action in relation to the IRGC because of the advocacy of the Persian community and the Jewish community. But this is about so much more than the Persian community and the Jewish community. It's about a fundamental attack on this country by a foreign criminal regime. And this government has had to be dragged kicking and screaming 2.5 years after the opposition said to it, we were prepared to make changes to the law to list the IRGC. We wanted the ambassador kicked out. 2.5 years later, finally, they're doing something about it. And the cost of this is the extraordinary property damage, the extraordinary fear that's been created in sections of our community. And I'm just sick of the way the government approaches this on every measure in relation to anti-Semitism. They are late to the party and have to be dragged kicking and screaming. In February this year, we pushed laws onto the government to make hate crimes subject to mandatory minimum sentences. They didn't want to do it. They eventually caved and folded. They appointed a special envoy on anti-Semitism. They had to be dragged kicking and screaming to do that. 2 months ago, she produced an excellent report, and they haven't touched a single one of their recommendations. This government is always late to the party, and just yesterday, they voted against measures to deal with anti-Semitism on campus. I, as a Jewish Australian, as the Shadow Attorney-General, am sick and tired of the excuses of this government from taking action to protect law-abiding Australians, whatever their background.
I hear your anger, Julian. I suspect the fallout for this politically for the Labor Party is going to be pretty grim. Julian Leeser, thank you very much for joining us.